You know what? There's a Black Mass scene that I have not reviewed with anyone. Actually, there it is. Jelly versus Charles Shen. This is an interesting fight scene, but it's a little long. Drunken Fist is long too, except for this one. Let's see. He's already drunk.
What is that? He's talking boxing. Come on now. What do you think? But can he do more? Of course he can.
Hey, you're a bunch of fools. Come on.
Let's see what kind of behaviors we see here. Oh, that's right. He's not drunk yet, though. He's not fully drunk. So this is really interesting. This is a display, right, of a great C student. If you know about my A, B, and C student lesson, then you'll know, that C students are avoidant of conflict, right? But they're very creative and they come up with different solutions for things. But they like to take the easy way out quite a bit. They love taking the easy way out. So, a lot of times in my lessons, it seems like I'm just kind of talking down to C students or disparaging them, and I don't want to come off that way today. We're going to say that C students are at the same level as A and B students. They're all the same, all three of them. Can you plug it in for me? I don't know where the plug is. My light went out. But yeah. So that's okay. There it is. That's right here. So yeah, the C students generally are going to be avoidant of conflict. That's why they say C students work for the government. That's what Kaizen said, right? A students work for B students, and C students work for the government, right? This is the immortal words of Kaizen, because he changed it from Robert Kiyosaki. Kiyosaki said A students work for C students and B students. There we are. We're illuminated. A students work for C students and B students work for the government. But Kaizen actually, he unknowingly changed it. He actually changed it by mistake to A students work for B students and C students work for the government. And it becomes a psychological model of how people operate. Now, for the full lesson itself, we won't do that today. We don't have time for that. We have to start our Usyk in Fury rematch film study in just a second. But for now, I want you guys to watch Jackie Chan, the best C student in the world. Jackie Chan is the best C student in the world. Let's watch him and how he deals with conflict.
Master wants Chinatown.
All right, then.
Hey, where'd they go?
Over there, I think.
Let's go.
Wait for us! Hurry, ladies!
Oh, they bringing the party.
They do.
They bringing the party now.
Don't know. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm going to call the police. Come
Don't
with me.
do that. Hey, how's that punches ahead?
Okay,
Father will kill me.
he got his
Blame
first
it
drink.
all on me. You're going to lose if you don't, so just go ahead.
Right. Okay. So this is the first indicator, right? C students of the three, A, B, and C students, right? C students are the most likely to cheat. They're the most likely to break rules to maintain their value, which is being comfortable and avoiding conflict, right? So he's gonna cheat. Look, he said, "Father will kill me," and then she's like, just blame it on me. And he's like, "Hey, screw it, let's do it," right? That's a C student behavior generally. See?
Here you go, another bottle.
Woo! There's another rule break right there, right? He just he's avoiding the conflict by banging them together and breaking the glass in front of them, right? These little things, they all add up, you'll see. But he's the greatest C student in the world, I'm telling you.
Two at once? Neverling, do you think that's a good idea? Don't worry, it gives him power.
Don't worry, it gives him power. Drunken Gods, if you guys know. I know this one. Yes. Playing the flute.
Are you
He's hurting.
alright?
One more drink would be helpful.
One more drink. So this is another behavior of the C students, right? Whenever they bump into trouble, what do? Well, they do whatever they're doing more to hopefully that just solves the problem. It's like that's usually the easy way out without breaking the rules, right? If you don't want to break the rules, because not everybody breaks rules. Not everybody's a criminal. Not everybody's going to lie, cheat, and steal, right? That's a rude assumption to make. But in this case, you can also look at it like, all right, well, how do you solve a problem like really easily? Like if your CD player, your old cassette player, my guys from the 80s, right? If it doesn't work, you just bang on it a little bit, bang, 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 right? And it starts working, and there you go. You solve the problem like a C student would, usually. Just the easy way out is just to do your style more. Do it harder. So in this case, he gets more drunk. And an example of this in boxing, right? An example of this in boxing is Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson is the best C student. He's the best C student in the world. You saw his style. He conquered everybody, and he did it. And he got more. His style. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. Right? Like he went hard on his style, and when people gave him problems, he went harder and harder. But then he bumped into Evander Holyfield. Evander Holyfield, stylistically gave him a problem. He said, first of all, I'm taller than you, and I'm not going to back up. So now, every time you come in and I come in, we're going to come in together. But because I'm taller than you, if we bump heads, I saw what happened and you didn't. So you're going to black out. That's exactly what Mike Tyson said, right? And he said, I would black out every time we would clash because they were getting, he was getting hit in the head with a headbutt. And they were kind of both participating in the headbutt. It's not just like Evander Holyfield's not a dirty fighter, right? He just fights are rough. Fights are not clean and stuff like that. So yeah, they bumped heads, and it's gonna happen. But Mike Tyson came out on the back end. So what does he do? Well, he keeps doing his style, the only style that he knows from Customato, right? He does that style harder. He does it harder and harder and harder, and it still doesn't work. And what does he do at the end? Right? He takes a chomp out of his ear. Instead of changing his style, instead of changing what he's doing, he decides to take a bite out of his ear. So that's something to keep in mind for the C students, right? Woo! Look at the creative solutions. See? Like C students, they have that creative mind. See? He spits some of it out to get him off of him.
What does it mean when there's a picture of a skull?
Oh, now he drunk. Now he drunk. Woo. Okay. See, the first thing he did, right? He's ready. The guy rushes him, and he look at the disengagement. He's like, ah. And then he's like, oh, just kidding. Right? This is C student, right? They disengage, they run away from things to throw you off so that when you approach them, you're kind of confused and messed up. It makes it easy. It's easy for you to be beaten when you're confused. It's like, oh, look, he's off his base, doing his big moves. And he's like, no, keep it small, buddy.
Monkey drinks master's wine.
Unorthodox combination.
There was a crazy cross school.
A good display of our drunken fist. Ooh.
What's wrong? You have a hangover?
So he always has shockingly good skills. Crane. Ooh. The waterfall.
I showed you.
Here's a Peter Piper playing the flute.
flute style. Yes, see, it's like it's a female. So the 8 drunken gods, if you guys don't know, the 8 drunken gods are part of the whole style. They have different persona, right? There's an old man, there's a young lady that's playing a flute, there's a jester, there's a guy that's like an athlete running all the time. I think a dancer. And see, that's that style. That's why he keeps going like this. See? Oh. It's almost like his personality changes, you know, every time.
Gypsy one.
With all these different
It's called Gypsy one.
techniques and all that.
Just watch.
Oh, he's so monkey right now. He is so monkey. Right? So that's just an example I wanted to show you guys of possibly the greatest C student of all time, Jackie Chan. All right, well, we have the Alexander Usyk versus Tyson Fury fight pulled up. I believe everybody can see it, and you know, we're gonna just watch this together. I'm gonna hit play off of the first round, and you know, we'll skip through our breaks, and then we will go and watch this fight from the beginning. And I'm gonna talk through certain parts of it, make sure the volume's not too loud,